Alright guys, this is my 2014 year-end wrap-up. A few days late, but it's been a busy few past weeks. Anyhow, I'm going to start off with the relics, buttons, things like that. Down here we have a couple toe taps. There's those items to the left there. Found them on some old sites. The big one on the end here, I found this one just recently at a cornfield of mine. Pulled lots of 1800 coins out of there. These two were at the same site. I dug some, my only seeded ever, and some barbers. And then, miscellaneous thimbles, none silver. Still after that silver one. That one there tricked me. I thought that was silver. That ended up being aluminum. And then next we have some lead. Not much in the way of round balls, but I did, however, find one that was nice drop. Pretty sure this one was in the spot I was in Philadelphia. And a couple others here. This big bullet's pretty neat. This is a cut one, cut like an X. And this I'm pretty sure is a game piece. It looks like it's cut square, maybe smashed and then cut, I'm not sure. And just, miscellaneous fired lead. This thing was pretty neat. It's a bullet, and on the back, see if it, there we go, 1876. Not very big. I don't know if that's the year or not. I thought that was pretty cool. Now these are really cool. What this is a lead clamp. What this does, it squeezes a flint for a flintlock rifle. I actually found one with the flint still in it. This one was really neat to find. It grabs it like that and then fires down onto the flintlock to fire the gun. I thought that was pretty cool. And next I have some keys. A lot of skeleton keys. I like finding these. This one was the biggest one I've ever found. See, compared to my hand, how big it is. Quite the big one. And we have some Rains guides up here. These little things here I found with leather still attached in the same spots as some of these Rains guides. Makes me think they're pretty old too. And then just some watch parts. Still haven't found a fully intact stopwatch or pocket watch. Just pieces. And I got some buttons down here. Just the newer, more modern buttons. Nothing too earth-shattering. Although that one has an eagle on it. It's a better zoom. Yeah, it's not going to cooperate. There it is. And that's a World War II collar disc. Found in my old yard in my old house. Not as many flat buttons this year as I got last year. Although last year I was hammering my cornfields for the first time ever. Got something like 80 something last year, and then you see what I have here. This one was a real nice one, found at an old place down in South PA. This one here has a lot of nice gilt still left on it. Infantry button, very unsuspected. Found that with my buddy Dave, Mifflinville. Next to that is a lead button. The shank broke off, but an actual lead button. I think that one there is what they call a blowhole button. Every time I do that, it doesn't zoom right. I think. Old flat button that says FD. This one here is pretty neat. It says, God helps those who help themselves. I thought that was pretty cool too. Now these buckles. Buckles are interesting. Those two I know are old. The one on the left I found at a place with my buddy Dave. I think the one on the right came from there as well. This one, had that been real, it would have been absolutely insane. That's the reproduction. Had me stumped for a little bit, but then the patina, of course, threw me off. But when I pulled this thing out of the ground, I almost had a heart attack, because if this thing was real, I have a really, really, really nice shoe buckle, but it's definitely reproduction. Lots of spoons this year. I don't need to go through and show you every one of them, but on tons of spoons at some of the older sites I got on. You know, harmonica reeds. They're always an interesting thing, because you know you're on an old site when you find those. We got some buckles here. All different varieties. That one was interesting. I don't know what that is, but found that at an old house in northern PA here. Bunch of other little buckles. No, nothing nobody hasn't seen before. That would have been nice, but that's a fragment of an old buckle. And some iron buckles and that big thing. I think that's a buckle cover. I know that's not a buckle, that's a keyhole. Cover just ended up in that spot. And I got some bells. Biggest one I ever found, even though it's broke. The back part's broken off of it. More pieces of bells that broke. And this year I finally found 4 intact bells. They all ring. Every one of them. That was pretty neat. There's a lot of the relics I found this year. Alright guys, we're on to the miscellaneous relics. These are things more like from probably the early 1900s to, you know, present day. So I'll start up here. I have 10 pocket knives, which I always think are pretty neat to find. I said this year I'm going to keep any ones I find. They're kind of beat up, but you could expect that from pocket watches being in the ground for years. There's 10 of those. That is pretty neat, little junior sheriff badge. The thing right below it here, there's a patent date on it of 1905. I was told it was for old time for cheating on cards. Anyhow, some more little pins and buckles and fobs. Nothing too crazy. Nothing precious metals, just junk metal. These are pretty neat. These are some old cufflinks. Found all 5 of those at the site where I got an 1848 large cent, and then a coin trifecta, a cent trifecta that same day. Got some keys here. I already showed those prior, but there's all the regular keys I found as well. Pretty neat to find keys. I like finding those. And I have junk jewelry. You know, that's pretty much it for the junk jewelry. This is pretty neat. These are 2 copper rings. They're old, obviously plated gold. This gold threw me off. See the green on it there, which means it's obviously plated, but it looked so real when it first came out. And the maker's mark, 18 with a crown. I thought I had something real, but then you got that green right there. Plated. And some odds and ends stuff up here too. The only 3 Tootsie cars I found this year. Right there. Toy gun, compacts, lighters, more compact pieces, some cool locks. I always like these older locks, especially the ones on the bottom that look like almost like a heart. That's a huge bullet. I'm not sure what that's from. Toy guns. A couple handkerchief things for the Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts. Miscellaneous makeup tubes right there. And some dog tags. The first 2 here, 1908 dog tags. There's a 1955 vaccination tag, 77. And these are all early 90s, 2000, 2010. So that's the miscellaneous oddballs. Alright, now on to the coins. Alright, first up I have some of the tokens. I realize this isn't a token here, but that's okay. It can stay in here. These are just play coins.
Then I have a savings medallion, some type of presidential Grover Cleveland thing. The store tokens, the Sunoco car wash token. Modern tokens here. That's not even that old either. I thought that might have been an old one, but it's not. And I have a Masonic penny. These are neat. $2 off any suit. There's another one, $2 off spring suit. I caught that on video. I have an Alabama State Tax Commission token, or it was a luxury tax token, it says on the back. Let's see. Yeah, luxury tax token. New York City Strip Club. Modern. Just a store token from a local store chain around here. That's not a token. That's some type of dog tag or something. I'm still trying to track down the owner of that one. That's a tough one. I think that's just a cattle tag. Presidential token. Herbert Hoover. Now this was funny. This, I thought I had a King George in amazing shape. But as you can see right there, right below the head, copy. When I pulled it out, my son actually found it. That's what we saw. It wasn't so shiny. I cleaned it up because I knew it was beat. But I saw 1747. I thought for sure my oldest coin ever. Until we flip it over. Copy. Alright. On to the coppers.
Alright, so here's our old coppers for the year. These are my old foreign coins. Larger ones. There's a 1927 and 11, 1 and 1/2 penny there, and then an old Chinese coin that I don't know how to date. I have no clue. Let's see. That's a King George. Undetermined year, but I beat the heck out of the other side trying to identify the date because it was already toast. Almost embarrassed to show, but that's what you do when you get aggressive. Yeah, don't do that. But it was beat, and I knew I wasn't getting nothing off of it anyways. Really hard to see, but that's an 1805 Drape Bust large cent. That's another Drape Bust large cent, which, see, you're not going to be able to get the drape out of it, but it's a Drape Bust. Got the 1/200 fraction down the bottom. This is a 1/2 cent. Again, this is going to be a tough one to ID on the video, but I have a picture of it. You can see the L and the F somewhere on the back here from 1/2 cent. This here came out real nice. This, 1864, 2 cent. I dug one of these last year, but nowhere near as good a shape as this one. Yeah, this came out real nice. I still got some more toothpicking to do to get it cleaner. And then I have 11 large cents. Got more last year, but I had a colonial site cornfield I was able to hammer, and I think I got 20 something last year. So not the best shape on some of them, but that one there with the hole in it was a neat one to find. I found it at a cellar hole in the woods. Some other unidentifiable dates. That shiny one I got aggressive with because it was beat and I wanted to make sure or see what it was. Got two 1848s there. The green one was the very first large cent I found this year, which was neat. That one I found the same day I got my cent trifecta. One of my cent trifectas. And I have a couple other. These are just really beat up. Pennsylvania soil is not friendly to them. But there you have it. My old larger coins for the year. Pretty good year. Right, next up is the nickels. Alright, here's the nickels. We'll start up top. We have a shield nickel. Couldn't identify a date on it, but it's toast. Found that in a yard close to home here, which is pretty neat. We got 4 V-Nicks this year. As soon as it focuses. Here we go. We got 1911, 1907, 1882, and I believe that's a 1903 or 4. I can't tell. I think 3. Some dateable and some undateable Buffalo nickels. We got 11 total this year. A little better than last. And then I was fortunate to find 7 more nickels this year. That one right there is my last silver of the year. Found it at a local park. 1943. Yeah, all beat up. Ground around here doesn't like more nickels either. That's 7 more nickels this year is pretty good. So there's a total of 23 old nickels here. Not too bad. We'll move on next to the Indian heads.
Okay guys, here's the Indian head cents for the year. I was real focused on the silver count this year, and somehow the Indian head cent creeped up, which I'm not complaining. There's 45 here. You know, some really good shape, some beat up to all heck you could barely recognize. No real key dates. I check them all for key dates and mint marks, and I have no key dates, no mint marks, but still happy to have them. 45 Indian head cents. I have a couple fatties in here. I think there's 3 fatties in here mixed in. But he said, yeah, these could probably use a little more cleaning. I didn't get too aggressive. Just some water, a toothpick occasionally on the ones that look like they could be cleaned up well. Like this one right here in the dead center. It's hiding a lot of detail underneath that crust. I think I'm going to work on them, since I'll have some time here now with the ground being frozen. Yeah. 45 Indian heads. Right. Let's show the wheat cents next.
Okay, so there's my wheats for the year. Didn't lay them all out. They're wheats. They're beat. Some of them are nice. 314. Not too bad, considering I found 45 Indian heads. And these are some drops. That modern one to the right, I'm not sure. I forget the year. In the center, I think it's a steel cent, because it was in the same hole as 2 regular wheats. It was part of a wheat spill. Same diameter as a wheat. I can't get anything off of it. I think it's a steel. This steel cent, my wife had a baby shower this past year because we had a baby, and that was in a jar. That's pretty neat. So, if you include those 3 on the bottom, 317 wheats. Alright, next up is the silver, coins and jewelry. Alright, so here's all my silver for the year. Originally this year I set out a goal of 50 total silver items, whether it was all coins, all rings, combination, I didn't care. I just wanted 50 total silver. I ended up beating that by 17. I had 67 total silver items this year. 58 coins that you see here. And over here I have 8 non-coin silver items. Plus I had 1 pin that I had given away to the homeowner after I dug it. So anyhow, I'll get to the coins here. Down here you see, I just showed before the 7 war nickels. I think last year I got like 1 or 2. I got 5 rosies. I got 5 standing liberties. 3 of them with dates. Here you see 25, or is that 26? 1917. This one was really nice to dig. Real nice patina on this back of this one. I got this on the same day I got another one. And a ring as well. It was a 3 silver day. It was a nice day. That's an undated, which is quite common. That one was in a coin spill. You could see the green on top of it there where the penny was sitting on it. And this one is a 1919 Standing Liberty. And I got all common date mercs. I believe I have
18 Mercs. Or not Mercs, Rosies. 15 Rosies, 1 Canadian dime. That's what's there. 15 Rosies and 1 Canadian dime. That Canadian dime is what gave me my 50th silver total item this year. I thought I was pretty much done there, but like I said, I got 17 more. It was a pretty good year. I have 20 Mercs. Some of them are in pretty decent shape. And then you get the lawnmower victim right there. That thing's pretty beat up. I have... This year was a good year. I said I wanted some barbers or a seated. I ended up getting 3 barbers. 1912, 1911, 1902. All in the same spot that I got that right there. Said I wanted a seated this year. I managed 1889 seated dime. But anyway, the best coin I got this year ended up from a hunt that I did not catch on video. I wish I did, because I got this, my oldest dateable coin. Come on, zoom on it. There we go. 1794. Spanish half real. Beat to all heck, but most important part, the date. Still very legible. 1794. 221 years old. For my oldest coin and oldest silver this year. Alright, so here's the non-coin silver items. A couple rings. Got a child's ring. Got at a small park. I got this here. A nice little surprise. Pretty neat. Got this big ugly bling. That's all silver. The only reason I know is because this band says sterling. This won't zoom to show it, but anyhow, that's sterling. And this little pin, that's sterling. This nice little clip pin thingy, it's pretty neat. 2 cufflinks, both silver. And then this big whopper. I thought this was a tin can. Like, flipped it over and saw the word sterling there. But that was pretty neat. I'm pretty sure it's the back of a brush, or maybe a mirror or something like that. It's got some initials on it, but I can't quite tell what they are. So that's it. We got these 8 non-silver, non-coin silver items, plus the one I gave back to the homeowner, and the 58 silver coins to bring my silver total to 67 for the year, which was, for me, pretty good. With all these were dug with the AT Pro. What's going to follow here is a little wrap-up video of some of my hunts that did not make it to video. Some of my hunts, the better hunts, some of my not so better hunts, some funny moments. I think you guys will like it. Thanks for looking with me this year, guys. It's been a great year. A lot of fun. Can't wait for 2015. Alright, thanks for looking. Happy hunting.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows, only time.
Alright, well, maybe not military, but still pretty cool. It's definitely old.
As your heart shows, only time. We gotta
What is that?
78, 81 at 10 plus. The kid found that one.
Yeah, 'cause I'm awesome.
There's the whole, yeah, because he's awesome. Oh, what is that?
What's it?
I knew this was gonna work. I knew this was gonna work.